Hello everyone, welcome back for another video. I am the Maize Madman. Before we get started, you know the routine. Smash that like and subscribe button if you haven't already. Make sure you hit the notification bell so you're aware every time I upload a video. In today's video, we're going to be talking about top recruits visiting Ann Arbor this weekend, plus what looks like a Midwest fight brewing for the #1 player in the state of Michigan. All that plus. I'm upset. I'm actually not upset. I am saddened. Our little brother lost someone this week and we need to talk about it. I come to you with a heavy heart because it's full of joy, but I have to deliver sad news for some people, I'm sure. Maybe those people in East Lansing or the 10 fans around the world who root for Michigan State football. However, I prepared a going away service for what little brother lost this past week. A song, if you will. And it's like this. It's so hard for Melvin Tucker to compete with Jim Harbaugh. Thank you very much. Thank you. You're far too kind. Thank you very much. And if you're wondering what I'm referring to, it would be the fact that little brother just lost another recruit. 4-star top 124/7's composite rankings. Nick Marsh out of River Rouge High School. 4-star, 6'3", 250-pound beast of a receiver. Monster. As he delivered the news via his Twitter account, as you look at it here, Nick Marsh no longer committed to that vile, disgusting, just nasty place in East Lansing. He has now opened his recruitment. I'm sure it is hard for, like I said, those 10 fans around the world who root for that team to hear this news. Hopefully they hear it here so that their heartstrings are tugged at even more. Hopefully this news brings them great devastation in the way that sports brings devastation. Of course, I don't mean that in a literal sense, but in that way. I wish that on you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Moving on. Michigan is set to have a plethora of top recruits on campus this weekend and throughout the entire month of March, for that matter. And I will be keeping you abreast on all those visits as they come up. But this weekend, Michigan will be hosting a few of those top recruits, including Maize Walker, the 4-star linebacker committed to the Wolverines last month. He is in the 2025 class out of Beaufort, Georgia. He'll be back on campus this weekend. He is one of 2 players committed to the Wolverines in the 2025 class, along with fellow 4-star Chris Ewald out of Florida. The reason that Walker returning to campus is huge is because he will act as an additional recruiter for recruits that haven't yet committed, including, and I don't want to give out the names yet, but we'll get to that. But Walker is also recruiting outside of the visits as well. He's one of Michigan's bigger recruiters that are committed, along with Luke Hamilton in the 2024 class. Chris Ewald and Walker represent what Luke Hamilton is doing in the 2024 class, in the 2025 class. Again, Maize Walker, who recently got his 4-star from Rivals.com. I'm sure the other services will follow suit. He will be on campus, and I will keep you up to date on all the updates as they come about. Along with Maize Walker, Michigan will have the DMV's own 4-star linebacker in the 2024 class, Aaron Childs, returning to campus this weekend as well. This is huge because Childs is in that DMV market that we've talked about on this channel a couple times now. He has also recently, in fact, this week, been crystal balled or favored it to the Wolverines by On3. And I think that's the second one, by the way. EJ Holland and Steve Wilfong both have crystal balled or favored Childs to the Wolverines at this moment. So that is also one to keep your eye on. Childs is an absolute beast, and it would be huge for Michigan to land his recruitment, as they are also recruiting his teammate, as well as Washington, D.C. edge rusher Dylan Stewart. So having one of them commit early to help recruit the others would go a long way. Before we get into our last segment, I want to take this time to remind everyone to hit the like and subscribe button. It really helps the channel grow, and it's all about growth, right? If you want more videos, if you want more consistent videos, you gotta follow, you gotta like, you gotta hit the subscribe button. Be sure to comment down below too. What do you think of Michigan State losing 4-star wide receiver prospect Nick Marsh? What do you think of Mantrez Walker and Aaron Childs both visiting the campus this weekend? Moving right along, Michigan is in a dogfight for the number 1 player in the state of Michigan. Let's get to it. If you think that the hoopla surrounding 5-star quarterback out of Providence Day School, Jaden Davis, has been loud, and we've been talking about it too long, and we've been talking about it too much, then just wait, because there is a 5-star quarterback in the state of Michigan, the number 1 recruit in the entire state, the number 1 quarterback, obviously, in the state of Michigan, the number 1 quarterback recruit in the country, and number 3 overall recruit in the country, Bryce Underwood out of Bellevue High School, is causing a stir himself. It has been quite quiet in terms of on the Michigan side. However, expect things to start heating up. Is being recruited by the likes of the other state and by Michigan State. He has over 30 offers from all the top schools in the country, including Notre Dame, LSU. So it is definitely going to be a fight to keep him in the state. It's going to be a fight to get him to sign with Michigan. However, it is one that is very important. Let me explain. Michigan had chances to sign a 5-star out of the state of Michigan at quarterback in the 2023 class, and Dante Moore. Obviously, I don't need to go into detail here. We fell on our face. We failed miserably, right? Even before he decided to sign ultimately now with UCLA, it was considered to be a Notre Dame landslide. Obviously, NIL played a part. He ended up committing to Oregon before later decommitting and committing now to UCLA. So of those 3 schools, which I'm not even sure UCLA was in it in the beginning, but Michigan was at the highest, the 3rd choice on his list. All right. That is not good, especially for the number 1 recruit in the state of Michigan. That cannot happen. Michigan cannot be that far out. Let me continue. Michigan had a chance to follow that up with signing CJ Carr. Now, granted, in the 2024 class, and I'm going to grant you this, Jaden Davis, by all accounts, is a better quarterback, at least higher rated quarterback than CJ Carr. That being said, CJ Carr is a legacy player, not just any legacy player. His grandfather is a Michigan legend, Lloyd Carr. Lloyd Carr has a tunnel in the big house named after him. He's that much of a legend. He's that guy. He's the guy that coached the 1997 national championship, the last time Michigan won the national championship, by the way. He's the guy that coached Heisman Trophy winning Defensive Player of the Year in the NFL, Hall of Famer, Charles Woodson. That Lloyd Carr, his grandson, who most people thought just is a shoo-in for Michigan, right? Decided he was going to commit to Notre Dame. He didn't just commit to a different school. He committed to Notre Dame. That's treasonous. It's almost like if he would have committed to the other state is the only thing that is worse than that. That's the only thing that could have been worse than where he decided to commit to. And we obviously fell on our face again. It's not a great look for Michigan. Now, that leads me to the 2025 class. I know we have a bigger fish in the pond right now in terms of the 2024 class. Not bigger because Bryce Young, in addition to being the number one recruit in the number one quarterback recruit in the country in 2025, is also statuesque. 6'3", 215 pounds. He's just a bigger human than Jaden Davis, but that's neither here nor there. I understand we have bigger fish, and I'm speaking figuratively in Jaden Davis in the right now, right? We need to lock that up. However, quickly, and I mean as soon as Jaden Davis says he commits, as soon as we have that signature, actually we can't wait for his signature. As soon as he says he's going to commit, all attention needs to be shifted to Bryce Underwood. That's what I'm saying. He's that. There's a video. This kid he just threw like a 25-yard pass on a rope. It didn't go any higher than 15 yards above the ground, but it's beautiful. He's got an incredible arm talent. He's doing look away passes. It's Magic Johnson on a football field, and he needs to be a Wolverine. That's all. Anyway, we've reached that point in the show where I must bid you adieu. But before I do, of course, we're going to give out the Triple M shout-outs. We're going to start this one off with my guy, Trosper. He's been a day one guy, has not yet received the shout-out, and that's my fault, so I got to shout him out this week. Also, this week, we're going to shout out Altitude Sounds. Shout out to you, also a day one person, and Pacino Catalini. Those are the shout outs this week. Be sure to follow me on Twitter, like, comment, subscribe. What do you think about Bryce Young? What are your thoughts on Bryce Young and Michigan's ability to land Bryce Young? Let's talk about it. All that, and of course, I'm upset.